Welcome to another episode of Astro Rahu Channel English. I'm your host Vishal Sathye. Today's episode is actually a very interesting one, and it is a bit difficult a topic because this is a very intense placement for the Leo Ascendant, Sun being placed in the 4th house in Scorpio. I will try to share my secrets and my observations during the so many years of study, whatever I have learned. This is a difficult topic. I'll try to share as much as I can. So let's begin. Number one, many a times you might have seen in astrology that or even in day-to-day life, when we observe people, the subject is a replica of his mother. Shares, obviously it is natural that he shares many of the traits of his mother. This you can find very naturally in the Sagittarius ascendant, because Jupiter is the ascendant and also he rules the 4th house. Also you can see this in the Gemini ascendant, because again the Lord ruling the 1st and 4th house is Mercury. Same here, though the 1st and 4th Lord are different planets rule them, but still you can see this thing that the subject is like his mother, because here the subject, being a Leo ascendant, has a very strong ego, and because the Sun is placed in the 4th house, mother is also very egoistic and dominating. And for the Leo ascendant, two things happen very naturally to such people, the Leo ascendant. Number one, people naturally give them respect. Okay, listen very carefully. And number two, people naturally disrespect them. This also happens, because this is very interesting, because Sun, Leo ascendant is the Sun, and if even if you keep an office boy, employ an office boy in your office who is a Leo ascendant, naturally when you see, observe this, this is very interesting. Even if you employ an office boy, somehow you will naturally give him respect when you address him, when you converse with him. Like in Hindi, for someone who is very less in age than you will say tu aisa kar. We use the word tu for people of young age. But even if this Leo ascendant is, say, of 18 years old and you employ him as an office boy, you will call him aap. You will address him with aap. That aap is used in Hindi for giving respect. This naturally happens when the Leo ascendant is involved. And secondly, naturally people also disrespect them, because what happens is, opposite to the Leo is the Aquarius sign, and many a times people will even if they have, as I told you, they give them respect, but they again try to pull them down, and they will always try to convey to them that they are not worthy, or I don't recognize you, I don't recognize your worth. And many people are there, they are, say, people would do that to the Leo ascendant. If you employ such a person, Leo Ascendant, many a times the boss says that you are just an employee and there are hundreds out there like you. I can engage any of them, even when the Leo Ascendant actually might be doing a very good job. So these are the observations with this placement. And naturally, actually, this person has a very strong ego, and that ego is many a times learned, or it has come from the mother. And second thing which is very common in the Leo Ascendant people, and which is also true in this placement, is the atmosphere at home. You might say that this does not work for me, or it's not this does not apply to me. Exceptions are always there. We are here talking about only one placement. So what I'm trying to mention over here is the atmosphere at home for the Leo Ascendants is always volatile, because it is ruled by the Scorpio sign. This is almost many a times, this is actually the harsh reality or the curse of the Leo Ascendant, I would say. That and these people also face that. Here the Ascendant Lord is in the 4th house. If the Ascendant Lord is in the 4th house, the person should be very happy at home, and he should enjoy at home. But because here the sign is a very karmic sign, so the atmosphere at home is very bad, and this person will not as much as he would like to spend his time at home, and he would like to enjoy at home. See, this is very important that I am telling you, because wherever the sun is present, there the person's ego is engaged. So his ego is engaged with his home, and he's supposed to enjoy at home. And he here, as much as he tries to enjoy at home, but the problem is with the sign, and the atmosphere of the house is very bad, and many a times, and there must be disputes at home. Parents might be quarreling at home, siblings might be quarreling at home, there might be financial difficulty at home. So some sort of reason is many a times there that the person suffers at home, being at home. The atmosphere at home is very bad, and the upbringing of the individual has gone through a very difficult time. This is also many a times I have observed with this placement. And one thing I also forgot to mention, that many a times there might be addictions as well. The father or some person at home might have some kind of addiction that also many a times creates disputes at home. And due to these difficulties that the individual the subject has faced in his life, somehow this person becomes very, very shrewd, and unless the other planets are well placed, you cannot trust this person. And this person has a dire desire in him to transform himself physically, to better his health, and more importantly, to transform himself financially, because he has gone through so many hard times during his childhood, during the upbringing. And another very interesting feature of this placement is the sharp ears. If this person is around, and see, I might seem very harsh, But this placement is like this, and I don't mean to say that the individual is bad. No one is good or bad. It are the these are the circumstances, and this is only one placement. So other placements might also cancel what I'm saying. But if this person is around, he will show as if he is not listening to you, but there is a very dire desire in him to know, to gather knowledge, because sun is the karka of knowledge. What is sun? Sun is the resource of true knowledge, and this person has a very dire, I'm using this dire intenseness, desire, because the placement is such, because sun is, you understand this, sun here is in Scorpio, and Scorpio is what, black or white, and there is that very much intensity of Scorpio. So this person has a dire desire to gather knowledge, to learn, to get practical knowledge from and hidden knowledge. So even if you whisper and discuss something, this person, if he is around, he will show as if he is not listening to you, but his ear and his subconsciously he would be scanning and listening and eavesdropping, and he must be, definitely he would listen carefully, and he would like to gather knowledge as to what is going on, what is being discussed, and he will try to learn, and he'll eventually he wants to gather that knowledge in order to use that knowledge and generate opportunity for himself and transform himself financially or physically in terms of health as well. So it's possible that if these people get association with Sattvic people, then these people might also not only gather mystical knowledge and also use mystical knowledge in their life in order to transform their body, to transform themselves. They might learn tantric things or simple mystical knowledge such as self-urine, taking off self-urine can transform the body, and they might even practice that. They will definitely not only gather knowledge, they will also practice that. They will practice such mystical knowledge and they will derive benefit from that. But such person, the association of such person is many a times very irritating. Why? Because you will, if you observe and you come to know that he has this intenseness to gather knowledge, you will feel that there's some mischievous person looming large who is around you and who is gathering knowledge continuously and trying to learn the private conversation and private whatever, and somehow this person is so sure that he will be able to, even if you somehow try not to convey to him things, still somehow, some way he will find out. And it is, this kind of a thing is very irritating, because such a person, like a detective who is looming large, this feeling is very irritating many a times. And this also has a bit of common trait with Ashlesh Nakshatra, because many a times I have seen that when these people, whatever benefit they want to get, they get, and if they leave the people, then they many a times burn the bridges actually. And this is actually the demerit. This is not a good thing with these people, because what happens that due to this, these people lose. So these were actually, I can go on and on, and there's one very important thing which is left out, that is the directionlessness of sun in the fourth house. That is a common thing. Also, this applies to this placement because sun is placed here in the fourth house. For the first 40 years, say at least 30, 33 years, this person will not get proper direction in his career, and he might do several jobs, or he might try his hand on several occupations, and initially in life, sun's directionlessness will create that problem. So these were some of my observations regarding this intense placement. If you like this episode, don't forget to press the like button. It is very important, and please share this video. Until the next episode, this is Vishal Sathye signing off for now. Bye.